What to do when you are confronted with your past? The past comes in two flavors, sweet and sour. Suffice it to say that it only takes half a second to make us present in the past. If anything, short memory, and just in case some accessory support, the faithful or pleasant image. And if not, even an isolated and strange note or an aroma that in immeasurable time has the luxury of travel.
This is Oaxaca, the place that should have been a permanent stamp in my memory, but which, by divine design, my eyes had never seen. After more than 4 decades, a distant, mysterious, and inhospitable past is transformed into the here and now, uncertain, lost, and abandoned. But here it is, packaged and labeled as a truly great opportunity. The question is, what am I going to do with it? Welcome to Oaxaca. Oaxaca from the Nahuatl Oaxaca means at the tip of the Uaje. Officially called Oaxaca de Juárez, is a Mexican city, capital of the state of Oaxaca, located in the Central Valleys, about 550 kilometers from Mexico City, and it is the largest and most populated town in the state, and it's its cultural center. Oaxaca has contributed many treasures to humanity, some of them in the form of famous people who have left their legacy as part of the valuable Mexican culture, their knowledge, art, and their soul, courtesy of all of them, to the whole world. Benito Juárez was president of Mexico. Margarita Maza, respected and much loved, wife of Benito Juárez. Ricardo Flores Magón and Enrique Flores Magón, activist, writer, and philosopher who promoted the Mexican Revolution. Miguel Cabrera, a painter who stands out for one of his great works, the painting of Sor Juana Inés de la Cruz, which is very popular in Mexico. Porfirio Díaz was also president of Mexico. José Vasconcelos was a lawyer, politician, writer, educator, public official, and philosopher, also named the first Secretary of Public Education. Rufino Tamayo, a painter who participated in the important muralist movement that flourished in the period between the two world wars. Macedonio Alcalá, violinist, pianist, and composer. José López Alavés, Mexican musician and composer. Álvaro Carrillo, Mexican composer and singer who created more than 300 songs, including probably the most popular, Sabor a Mí, a bolero from 1959. Jesús Chuy Rasgado was a musician, composer, and singer. Rodolfo Morales, surrealist painter. Rodolfo Nieto, painter. Andrés Enestrosa was a poet, narrator, essayist, orator, writer, politician, senator for his state, bibliophile, historian, and Mexican journalist. And the list goes on and on. In other words, Oaxaca is an endless source of talent, culture, and inspiration, among many other attributes. So this is my origin. Not bad. However, for me, lost in time. But that's not going to stop me. The feeling of being here is like no other. Not knowing my own roots causes me a feeling of emptiness. What should have been a pleasant and long-awaited return home has suddenly been tinged with dark shadows and incomprehensible ghosts. Ghosts of abandonment, oblivion, and some that are undoubtedly difficult for me to describe. Doubts, what ifs. This is the past that I mentioned in the beginning. However, the contrast that exists above all is the fact that Giovanni, my childhood friend, Marilyn, his wife, and my mother are with me on this trip. A trip like no other. One that carries a very special and very personal meaning for me. It is clear to me that this is the opportunity of a lifetime to redeem the past. Yes, there is something that happens in everyone's life. In life, we are going to meet some enemies that will keep us agitated, awake, active, alert. There will be someone who criticizes you, who doubts you, discourages you, and even hates you, so that when you feel tired and think you want to give up, you will keep going, shaking it off. Not because you feel like it, but because you don't want to give your enemies the joy of seeing you defeated. Not out of pride or out of spite. God uses everything negative to keep us on our feet, alert and moving towards the goal. This place and its surroundings have a unique charm. Sometimes I feel like I owe my enemies something, because if it hadn't been for them, if they hadn't been against me, I wouldn't have prayed so much. If they hadn't made fun of me, I would have given up very soon. If they hadn't told me that I couldn't do it, that I didn't have what it takes, I could have been accommodating. I could have remained static, just there where I was. I wouldn't have moved a muscle. It was their opposition that propelled me forward. Many times, God will use your enemies, your opposition, to catapult you to success, even more than your own friends. There are very few sensations in life of a human being worse than that of invisibility. When you are doing the best you can, doing your best and going unnoticed, it becomes much more difficult to want to keep doing it. When you feel invisible, especially with the people whose attention and approval you crave the most, it can create a compulsion in your life to start doing things that aren't even really consistent with your character, to receive confirmation from people that can be taken away just as quickly. So, dark past or not, let's move on, because what's coming is greater than the past. The past, if anything, teaches us some huge and very useful lessons. We can consider them gifts in the present, invaluable gifts that will always continue to bear fruit in our lives, at least as far as we allow it. Giovanni and Marilyn are the family that I chose. Just as this place brings a past with many doubts, my family reminds me that this other past was pleasant, and today it is a reality that we live together in the present. I can assure you that I am in the right place with the right people, and that everything I have experienced up until now has brought me here, and I am extremely grateful. The Creator is in charge of putting things in the right and correct places for you. Walking down every street in Oaxaca has been one of the best experiences of my life. Each visited place, I take it with me in my heart. Its people, its delicious gastronomy, its atmosphere, and the wonderful coexistence that took place in this place are enough to say that Oaxaca is part of me, now more than ever. And of course, I have every intention in coming back. I needed to visit several places, including the botanical garden, which had already closed when we arrived. Some other places of interest, and of course, the Guelaguetza is pending for this year. As soon as you have a chance, I suggest you visit Oaxaca. I assure you, you are going to love it. Its food is out of this world, and I think it is something that Oaxaca is very well known for, but its people are exceptional. Its archaeological, historical, and cultural sites are a true gem. Oh, and by the way, in the following video, I will bring to you one of the most important archaeological sites in Mexico, Monte Albán. You cannot miss it. If you like this type of content, you are welcome to subscribe to the channel. It is completely free for you. And activate the bell so that you can receive all the videos that I upload to this platform. Like it only if you liked it, and above all, I thank you very much for being part of this community. I would love to read your comments and interact with you. Thank you.